So Scooly speaks on. If you don't know Scooly, he was from Rich Kids. My pot and them, honey home, my pot and them. Y'all remember that song? Or what's up? Oh, what's up? They really like Atlanta roots. You gotta do your research, man. Hey, do your homework on Scooly, man. But yeah, Scooly talks about Young Thug, and I have a story about a very popular artist that I was also friends with that I kind of felt slighted the same way. But let's hear what Scooly got to say.
We was Thug's first.
Me and Thug was best.
No, see, y'all have a personal.
Yes, we was best fucking friends. Like I used to pull up on Cleveland. I'm a crip. I'm blue as hell. Blue as hell. I stayed on Cleveland behind McDonald's in an apartment in Somerdale. Not playing. These folks love me, and respect me. I love them. Shout out Rock Crew, RP Big Boo. Thug, man, shout out was really, you feel me? Like that. That's why I can't believe how he just, switched up on me when he got with Rich Homie. And it was just like, you feel me? Like, it was just like,
that era.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I just, and ever since, it just keep it cordial, bro. It's all good. We used to pick each other up, though. We used to pick each other up. It's my nigga. Like, calling, leaving songs on each other's answer machine. Leaving verses on each other's answer machine. I ain't never let no nigga write for me in my life.
I remember
Ever
Autograph.
in my life. Niggas don't even know this. Thug helped me with Sunrise. The song
For
Sunrise. You can listen to it. It's Thug. I always felt like he was gonna be another Wayne anyway.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man, when you develop those friendships. Because I was going to say maybe they're industry friends, but it sounds like they was really from the dirt, man, really came up together. I don't understand what Scooly being a Crip got to do with anything. Maybe he's trying to highlight the fact that Thug was a Blood and that he was a Crip and they still was friends or whatever. But no one's really going to be shocked by that because gang politics is it's an oxymoron. So many contradictions within the gang community, man. Nobody even looking at that shit like it's nothing. But I will say that it's an unfortunate thing. I think I think that if you look at Rich Homie's success versus Scooly's success, and it's sad to say, it just looks like Thug went with the route of, okay, I'm elevating, and I'm elevating at a way faster pace. I'm heading to superstardom. This guy here is also he's running the streets right now with, like, Rich Homie Quan held down like 2-3 summers, and he was really that guy. And I think he just paired with somebody who was like-minded in terms of their success and their trajectory. And this what brings me to my story time. So one of my friends from looking like high school, post high school, was K Camp. And K Camp used to work at Regal 22, which is down here where I'm from, is Cobb County, but it's Powder Springs, a very small town. And K Camp lived in Horseshoe Bend, and I lived close to like Tapp Middle School, like Forest Hill Drive, Glenbrook. And we got really close working at the movies. So I used to call him Gucci. I thought he looked like Gucci, man. But like K Camp would always run with a guy named Deo as well. So like I got, all of us we all worked at the movies. We was just a squad up there, man. Like I met some of my best friends ever at that theater, and I was around like 16, 17 when I was working there. And we used to make songs together in the movies. We used to dance and laugh and talk to girls and run through the theaters and bullshit and, all kinds of stuff, man. And there was a point where, and I kind of resonate with Scooly, when you go through certain things in life and you look like, damn, that really brought us close, was when I had a really bad car accident when I was 17 that I was supposed to, it was a fatal car crash. Like the officer couldn't believe I made it. And I didn't have a car for a few months, just trying to get back on my feet because my car got totaled. And I had a really bad leg injury. And K Camp used to pick me up and take me to work, and we used to ride to work together, talk about music, talk about life, girls. I would go to his spot. So I would go to his crib. We created some songs together. He had like a plywood booth he created, just like hole in the wall type studio. And yeah, man, we had some good times, and he was there for me when I was down. And, even when he had some success with his first initial singles, he had a song called I don't really know about you, but I came to party all night. That was like his first like breakout single. And I remember calling him when I heard it on V103. It was a nationally syndicated radio station here in Atlanta. And I remember calling him, and he picked up, and he was like, yo, yeah, man, it's taking off. I'm starting to travel. I'm starting to do things. I'm going to different states. I'm really trying to do this rap thing. And I think where my mentality was at that point, I was doing music as well. And maybe my expectations were for him, because he knew I rap, was to kind of take me on the ride with him and look out and like extend that olive branch. And also, but if not for nothing, just to have that friendship that we had. But again, this is why I don't have any ill will towards K Camp or feel like he's fake or anything. I think that with his continued success, man, you just keep climbing. I think Snoop Dogg had an interview about this when he was just like, yo, I'm a superstar. What do we even have in common anymore? And that's how I look at it with K Camp. I mean, even to this day, where I've gotten some success with the content, and I've always been around the industry. However, when he was at his peak in rap, like, what is he calling me for? What is the conversation we need to have? Because I've had mutual friends be like, yo, K Camp ain't reach out to you. That's kind of fucked up. And it's like, not really, because bruh is busy chasing a bag, trying to be relevant within this industry. His mind ain't on what childhood friendships he may have had. Now, do I think that if you're on your way to stardom, you reach that, should you be in touch with your roots? Yes, you should stay. You should try to stay as grounded as possible. I don't think you should steer away from your friends when you were coming up, but at the same time, I wasn't on shit. I gotta be self-aware and put myself in that category of, sometimes you just got friends that just they ain't really on shit. Now, have I always held a good job? I've always wanted more for myself. Was I running the streets and doing bullshit? No, I was a full-time father. I'm a good guy. I've always been a hustler. So I'm not saying in that regard, but when K Camp is getting money, he's doing his thing, he's chasing success. Like, why would he reach down to pull me up, or reach down to even see what's going on? Yeah, man, it's just irrelevant. Like, if I saw him today, it's no ill will, man. That would still be my boy. And I'm just super happy for his success. But I understand where Scooly's coming from. It does kind of sting. It does hurt a little bit to see somebody that you really came from. It's a weird feeling, I'll be honest. When I saw K Camp like on the Breakfast Club and like these things, I see him like at award shows, and I'm seeing him like really have success. It stings a little bit, and it's a weird feeling too. You're like, dang, I actually was eating Hot Pockets and French fries with this dude in his room, recording in a plywood booth. And now this dude is in the most, he has a record with 2 Chainz, a record with Kevin Gates. He's really doing it. It's just a very cerebral feeling, honestly. But it also is inspiring as well. You can come from anywhere and make something of yourself. And that's what that man did. So I can never hate on him, bro. Shout out to K Camp, man, for sure. But yeah, I feel you, Scooly. But like you said, we just cordial. Scooly just cordial with Thug, man. That's what he says. So, but yeah, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'll talk to y'all next week, man.